The road to WrestleMania. 30 men. 1 ring. This is PWS, Phil's Wrestling Show, Royal Rumble Edition.
Well, he's lost, forgotten, it was all a dream until you came along and you made me your everything. And the echo of silence, this longing for love, these desires from fear of growing old alone, diverge. So I ask you.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of PWS Phil's Wrestling Show. I am, of course, the one and the only PWSPhil, and this week is a very special episode. I'm doing a Royal Rumble 2012 preview. I'll be previewing all the matches for the pay-per-view, and this week we got 2 figure reviews. Best of pay-per-view John Cena, and Best of pay-per-view Triple H, the new Toys R Us exclusives. Let's kick things off with a preview of John Cena versus the Big Red Machine, Kane.
Is this the reason you live? Do you urge to see me so?
Alright guys, tonight at the Royal Rumble, the feud between John Cena and Kane gets its first matchup on a pay-per-view. Let's take a look. I really have enjoyed this feud. It's a great feud. They're getting a lot of stuff done within this one feud. They're doing a great job to rebuild Kane as a nearly unstoppable monster. I mean, nobody's really done anything to the guy since he's come back. He's pretty much untouchable. He chooses to pick his spots like a heel would, but I mean, other than that, he's gonna break you in half if he really wants to. And that's where a character like Kane should always be. The key with characters like that is to not use them so much that you have to water them down. And I think they've done a real good job with Kane coming back this far. He usually has good starts off of returns, but this one has been particularly good. I really enjoyed it thus far. Another thing they got accomplished within this story is John Cena is really getting an aggressive streak. Now, yes, he usually gets revenge on whoever wrongs him, but usually he's a little too forgiving. I think that's a big problem with why a lot of people don't like John Cena is he doesn't get mad enough times. You figure for all the things that could happen to you as a WWE character, you would get kind of tired of it and have a bit of a mean streak. Well, I guess somebody finally got it through their head in WWE that maybe John Cena should have a little bit of an angry streak, you know, after a while, and this storyline is accomplishing that, and I think we'll hear a little bit of reduction in boos as long as John Cena can continue to have this little bit of an edge. Now, he doesn't always have to be like this, but it's nice to see it a little more often, and I'm glad they used the storyline to do it. In doing that, of course, Zack Ryder has been established as an underdog character, but with the heart of a champion. I mean, even after being destroyed by Kane one week, he came back, and it still took Jack Swagger 3 power bombs to put him down. So this really puts Ryder in a great position, this storyline. He's really, like, pretty much right behind Cena as in terms of good guys. And if we are to ever get that John Cena heel turn, it's the next big story in wrestling. It's just a matter of getting somebody else to take Cena's spot. And this is moving Ryder real close. I mean, obviously it can't take place right away, but the storyline is doing a great job to get us there. The actual match. Now, this is where things get kind of muddy, because this could go a lot of ways. At the very worst, we could get the typical Super Cena win over the monster, and that would be a real tragedy for everything they've done thus far. I mean, we still got a lot of time before Cena goes up against The Rock at WrestleMania. I say make this Kane storyline really everything that it's worth. Let Kane get a victory, and let John Cena have to go back to the drawing board for once. We still got Elimination Chamber. I'm pretty sure both these men will be in the Elimination Chamber match. So, I say let Kane get a victory. I think there's much more interesting and fun possibilities with a Kane victory than a John Cena victory. A win for Kane would also move him possibly into a number one contender spot, and that would be a real interesting flip to see this version of Kane get a title shot, especially with all the things going on with John Laurinaitis and CM Punk. So that should definitely be interesting no matter what happens Monday night on Raw. We could possibly also get some over-the-topness. These two are capable of putting on a great match, no matter what the Cena haters say. In this day and age, John Cena can hang with just about anybody, and Kane can put on an excellent match when need be. What I fear is we might get a spot not unlike John Cena and Randy Orton's Iron Man match, where it's going to get out of hand and we're going to get a real over-the-top spot where Kane tries to blow up Cena or something like that. Hopefully it doesn't go that ridiculous, but I could see a double count-out finish that leads to an angle where somebody gets destroyed. So keep an eye out for that tonight too. What I see happen in the aftermath of this match is this will not be the end of the feud between Cena and Kane. Too much has gone on for it to just be blown off in one match. I do like that they haven't really crossed paths too much. A brief scuffle here and there, but nothing substantial. When the feud continues, I think this, of course, will all get tied into Elimination Chamber's title matches. We're probably going to see a good convergence of the main storylines into the Elimination Chamber this year, which is pretty awesome because it's some pretty good storylines. I mean, just Cena and Kane storyline crossing with Punk and Dolph Ziggler. There's already 4 top guys right there, already looking like a decent chamber match. So I'm looking forward to that. We might also see a flip around after tonight where Cena will try to stalk Kane for a few weeks. Now that could be cheese balls big time, but you never know. I mean, it was pretty fun watching Stone Cold Steve Austin hunt down DX, but I don't think it would be as fun to see Kane being stalked by John Cena. So if that happens, we'll have to judge it on the week to week. That's my preview of Cena versus Kane. Should be a good match. Possible goofiness. When we come back, figure review, best of pay-per-view Triple H. But right now, let's take a look what's on sale on eBay.
Now available on eBay. Click the link in the description.
Also my